An inside look on the life of an African president. Paul Kagame has been the president of Rwanda since 2000 after serving as acting president for 1 month. Is lavish the right description for his lifestyle? This will be a revelation. For our revelatory expose, we look into the records of the Financial Times, African Business, and the Rwandan to know all we need to know about this political figure. Join us, and together, let us discover if this president leads a life that can be branded as luxurious. Does his net worth merit a lavish lifestyle? Paul's annual salary as president is roughly about $85,000. However, his net worth is currently pegged at $500 million. Financial Times, through a news release in 2012, alleged that his family, through a holding company named Crystal Ventures, have majority control over the economy of Rwanda. The assets of the said company are said to have a book value of $500 million. Crystal Ventures is the commercial wing of Paul's political party, the RPF, or the Rwandan Patriotic Front. It was initially created in 1995 as TriStar Investments Limited, the development arm of the RPF in its efforts to reconstruct Rwanda after the 1994 genocide. It is through this company that Rwanda aggressively expands its business ventures. Masefield Ventures is a subsidiary of the company that focuses on foreign expansions. So far, it has made investments in the Central African Republic, Mozambique, Congo-Brazzaville, Zimbabwe, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Zambia. Included among its foreign investments are a liquefied natural gas project in Mozambique and the management of 70,500 hectares of land in the Central African Republic. Today, it is the key player in the economic life of the country. It owns the largest milk processor, upmarket real estate, and coffee shops. It has stakes in MTN, the mobile and internet communication provider, as well as in major banks in Rwanda. It has expanded into construction, now holding a monopoly on government contracts, including the construction of roads, bridges, sports stadiums, industrial parks, water reservoirs, and streetlights. Another of its subsidiaries, Intersect Security Company, handles armed security guard detailing and is the only private security company whose guards are allowed to carry firearms in the country. Due primarily to the operations of Crystal Ventures, RPF is now among the richest political parties, not only in Africa, but globally as well. Aside from Crystal Ventures, it is likewise rumored that Paul benefits from the aid given by other countries for the development of Rwanda. This is in addition to his looting of minerals from the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. In 2021, these earnings reached an estimated $96 million and had him on top of the highest paid head of states in that year. Incomes like these enabled him to amass a fortune from judicious stock investments and substantial real estate assets, among others. Crystal Ventures grew rapidly under the presidency of Paul and is now, in fact, considered RPF's business empire. The allegation that he and his family have a large stake in the company has yet to be proven. How does he travel by air? He travels around the world in a $66 million Gulfstream G 650ER jet, which technically belongs to RPF's business arm, Crystal Ventures. The jet has an impressive range demonstrated in its capability to fly non-stop from Hong Kong to New York, a distance of 12,947 kilometers at near supersonic speed, while comfortably carrying 8 passengers. Paul joins the billionaires' club members to fly the Gulfstream, which includes Amazon's Jeff Bezos, Oracle's Larry Ellison, Apple co-founder's widow, Laurene Powell Jobs, and the late Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen. Meanwhile, there is also a Rwandan pair of $50 million Bombardier Global Express BD-700 jets, which were acquired in 2003 and 2008. The jets were registered as ZS ESA and ZS XRS, respectively. This time, the jets are owned by a South African company, the Reply Investments 29 Limited. According to official records, Reply has 3 directors, one based in Pretoria and the other 2 in Rwanda. Investigations revealed that the Praetorian-based director, Paul Nirubutma, was a second counselor at the Rwandan embassy, while the two Rwandan-based directors, Paul Manasseh Nshuti and Sikoko Harari, were government officials. Repli was said to have been established for the main purpose of concealing the real jet ownership. Nirubutma eventually confirmed that the jets were bought primarily for the use of Paul and Edouard Ngirente, Rwanda's prime minister, as safe, secure, and cost-effective means of travel for them. His role as a Repli director was to ensure that the government still had partial control in the operations of the aircraft for security reasons. Because Rwanda did not have the knowledge, skills, and expertise in jet maintenance, it was decided to base the jets in South Africa. When not needed by the Rwandan government, the jets were available for charter. The XRS jet is described as one of the biggest business-class jets available in the market, as well as one of the most luxurious and accomplished business aircrafts ever built, accommodating the most sophisticated and demanding desire of any traveler without compromise. It is capable of traveling halfway around the world without refueling. Paul is known to use private jets for both his domestic and international travel accommodations. These jets are equipped with state-of-the-art technology and amenities to ensure a comfortable travel experience, as well as a level of security required for a head of state. How does he travel by land? On the road, he travels in one of his 4 Range Rover Sentinel SUVs. Since one Range Rover cost $500,000, his fleet has a total cost of $2 billion. Being expertly engineered by Special Vehicle Operations, this bulletproof and explosion-proof vehicle provides the highest levels of protection against extreme attacks for its occupants without compromising luxury and refinement. This protection includes an emergency escape system and a time speed of about 120 miles per hour. The bulletproof windows provide a clear view of the surroundings, while its run-flat tires ensure continual driving despite damage or punctures to the tires. There is also a filtration system for chemical and biological threat protection. In addition, it also has off-road capabilities. That is, it can be driven on non-paved, rough, and low-traction surfaces. Paul is also the owner of a limited edition 550,000 Phantom Rolls-Royce. With a top speed of around 155 miles per hour, its perfectly hand-stitched leather seats and highly polished wood veneers provide a touch of natural beauty and warmth to its interiors. From its precise switchgears to its soft lamb wool floor mats, the attention to car details is state-of-the-art. Other features include a hidden infotainment system behind a sliding door and a high-definition touchscreen control system. For security purposes, there are reinforced body panels, bulletproof solid glass windows, and an emergency communications system. The final entry to Paul's car fleet is a 118,000 Mercedes-Benz S600. With a top speed of about 155 miles per hour, it features an adaptive cruise control system that automatically adjusts the car speed and an impressive night vision that allows its driver to see clearly even in a pitch darkness scenario. Paul is often seen driving high-end vehicles that are practical for both urban and rural settings. His car collection reflects a preference for practicality and reliability, as well as luxury and comfort. Paul's lavish lifestyle seems to be centered around his traveling accommodations, be it on air or on land. For a look at the lifestyle of another rich and famous celebrity, simply proceed to the next video on cue.